Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing just a quick overview of the stuff that I got that is Beyblade related, because majority of the other stuff that I got is Sonic related, so let's just get into it. Now for this I will also go over some of the other parts. First I'll just go over the parts of the BEYS that I was able to, extract, that don't contain the metal stuff. Here's the universe driver. I got it from the Cursatum. And yes, yes, I know that the universe driver is a different color compared to the Keratomi version. That is gonna be a theme you'll see throughout the entirety of this video, because yeah, there's gonna be a lot of miscolored parts. We also have a red operate driver. Now, this operate driver is very horrible, because you can't change the modes, as per usual for these actual bootleg BEYS. Oh yeah, and just to let you know, as this video goes on, yes, this is a burst only video, despite my channel being mostly X based. But let's continue. Here's the hurricane disc. Well, I say hurricane, I mean hurricane disc, and it doesn't have the hurricane frame that you should have. It should have a free spin gimmick, but we don't have the free spin because of the set this came with. Next we have two chassis. And why do I say two chassis? Because they're the same chassis, the 1D chassis. Honestly, only gripe I have with this is that it has the weirdest metal. It just has the cheapest metal. Next part we have are the wheel disc. Is the wheel disc. This wheel disc is also, well and truly, garbage. Look at how gutted this is. This is basically like the Hasbro wheel disc, except more bad, simply because of how it's structured. Then we got the 11 disc, which is also complete and utter garbage because of how, look how shiny this is. And of course, shine doesn't always mean that it's a bad part or it contains lead. It's just of how clearly shiny it is. At least it doesn't look that bad. And the final part we have that is from a BEYS that I'm using currently, that I say doesn't cause any harm, is the zone driver, which comes from King Helios. Which actually, King Helios is actually using official Keratomi parts. Yeah, I don't put the stickers on because I don't want the stickers on, but yeah, everything here besides the chassis, the disc, and the driver are actually from the fake. But this is plastic. Everything here is plastic, so I don't think it will cause any major damage on it, or I don't think it'll cause any major harm because, I don't think plastic will contain lead that will brush onto other BEYS, so I would say that this is the more safer option. Now, with all those out the way, with all these parts that will probably cause me some damage, let's go on to this BEYS, this Fafnir. Yeah, moving on to the BEYS. First BEYS, as I said, we're gonna start off with Fafnir. This is horrid. This is horrid. I'm not gonna be around the bush. This BEYS is absolute horrid. Okay, I gotta move my hand out of the way. The teeth are all right with this one, but the parts are all out of whack. First, I'm gonna take a look at the yard driver. The ball doesn't even free spin. If my camera can focus. Yeah, my camera can't focus at the moment, but yeah, this ball can't free spin. Yeah, ball can't free spin. And overdisc, it's like the Hasbro version. A lot of these discs, a lot of the DB and sparking discs will most likely feel like the Hasbro versions because of how light they feel. But honestly, this combination, not too bad of a spin steel combination, because since it's on a ball driver, it won't lose stability. So I'd say this combination is like decent. If only it wasn't a fake, then it would have a lot more kudos. But since it's a fake, I'm going to have to knock it down a little bit. Next bay we're gonna look at is actually another DB bay. My ultimate Valkyrie. Actually, okay, I'm gonna give these bootlegs different names. Yeah. Also, if you didn't already know, this does come with the 7 armor. Just to let you know, this thing it's clearly. Oh, I genuinely thought this was plastic. No, apparently it's just a harder rubber. Okay. That's the only kudos I'm giving to this. Wait, hold on. Ooh, disgust. Why is it just square? Why is it purely square? It's not rounded off. Okay, that's the only kudos I'm giving to the fake. It at least has the decency to have rubber on the blade. Everything else, though, actually, that's the only kudos is that it's a decent stamina combination, as well as being a rubber blade. So I'll give that kudos. And this combo will be called Disappearance Fafnir. Or Shadow Fafnir, I'll just call it. I'll call it Shadow Fafnir, despite it not being a dark color. Okay, that sounds so wrong. Anyways, this is Ultimate Valkyrie, or Disappointment Valkyrie, as I call it. This Valkyrie, I had like this Valkyrie. I bought a bootleg not too long, like a long time ago, before when I got back to Beyblade around the DB generation. Teeth on this also really solid, actually. Like I'd say this is decent teeth for what it is. Certainly not good because of the non-dash driver, but certainly not bad regardless. Take a look at the driver first, actually. This is the variable driver. I'm calling it variable because it doesn't have the dash spring. My camera is so blurry, I hate it. Basically, yeah, this is not good. Yeah, it's just as weak as like a bearing spring, like the bearing driver thing. Then we got the Legacy disc. This one's most definite. You can tell that it's a fake because of like the whiter color on the inside of the disc. And then we got the Valkyrie, the Ultimate Valkyrie layer. And yes, it does have the armor. Unlike the original that I had, which had the 2 armor, this one actually has the 9 armor, which is the only other kudos I'm giving to this bay. This bay has like decent enough teeth, and is it's like probably the most decent attack type that I have in this box, or in the case that I got from Christmas. Final 2 DB bays. But first, we're gonna go over the one that I'd say is the most accurate of them all. Zyphoid Excalibur. Let's take a look at the parts one by one. Again, this just comes with the sword. Okay, again, this version of sword is just the regular sword, but a worse version of the regular sword driver. I mean, actually, yeah, it has decent. It has a decent spring. Actually, it has a very decent spring. Then move on to the Xanthus disc. Honestly, this Xanthus is really good. Only gripe is that it's a fake, and you could really tell on it based on the inside. And there's a little scratch right there, so yeah, you could tell it's a fake. And yes, I didn't put on the stickers for pretty much everything but these. But this is the Zyphoid Excalibur blade. Only one thing I gotta say is that, yeah, the sword doesn't come out. The sword does not come out. You can't force it out. Oh! Since when did it come? Since when did the... Hold on. Bruh. Can I push the sword out? Yo. Okay. It only just came out, so I'm like, how? Actually, how? Like, what? It's crazy. But yeah, wait. Oh yeah, I was about to say them slides are... Oh. There's the sword. Yeah, arguably I'd say the sword is the sword. I was about to like, okay, the sword does come out, actually. So, yeah, I'd say it's decent enough. Honestly, this Bey is like one of the better ones from the set. Despite it being a fake. Yeah, I just don't like the fake because of the lead implications. Now we move on to arguably the worst Bey of the set. Simply because of how it's hard to just, you know, take apart. It's Roar Bahamut on an attack combination. I got an attack-based Roar Bahamut. Unlike the last two that I just listed, which have almost their stock combination, and like Vanish Fafnir, this one has an incorrect combination. This one has it's Roar Bahamut on Nexus and Destroy. You can't take this apart. I'm serious. Like it's a left spin, and you can't. You actually can't take this apart. I'm trying as hard as I can with all the force I can, but it's not removing. It's not taking apart. It's genuinely stuck like this. Okay, next Bey we're going to be going over are actually going to be the only Sparking Bey I have in this collection. Actually, scratch that. The only Sparking Bey that I'll, you know, review for this video, because, you know, the Satsum and the Helios are the only ones I'm, you know, excluding, because at least those don't have clear implications that you know, I could just take it apart and it would still look decent to the original. Now, let's move on to this variant Lucifer. I actually had a variant Lucifer fake before. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. I don't like this. I don't like how it looks. I don't know. I don't like how it's. I don't like how it just. I don't like how it feels. I don't like it at all. Variant Lucifer is not a bad Bey in my opinion. It definitely has its uses, but honestly, I just hate how this looks. I just hate the overall look of this thing, simply because of how, like, janky it feels. This is now a replacement for my 2D chassis, since when I first attempted to do it, I tried to make the gimmick pop out, but since the rubber on this is a lot tougher, I tried pulling it out myself. I just tilting it out, but it ended up breaking the tongues. So I just actually broke them off. So, and I got the awakened, the quote unquote awakened 2D chassis. Yeah, this Bey is absolute garbage. It belongs here. Next, we're gonna move on to the only GT Bey, a random booster Bey, no less. The Bushin Dragon. Honestly, this is my favorite color scheme. Arguably, I would say that I would want like the official version of this Bey, because, you know, I like Beys that look like Sonic the Hedgehog. As you can see, because Sonic the Hedgehog is a mainstay of my channel, or just like something that I put alongside my Beyblade stuff, because, you know, I use Sonic gameplay for my videos and use Sonic music in the background of my videos. So I mean, what you're listening to right now is actually some Sonic background music that I found for Christmas stuff. So yeah, you can't say that I'm not a Sonic fan here. So seeing this that looks like a Sonic based Bey, you can't tell me that I wouldn't like this thing. Only problem, the teeth are absolute garbage. Like bro, one of the tabs can't even lock properly. You could see how horrible the locking mechanism is. Then we're going to take this apart so it can go into each part individually. Oh. Oh yeah, that's garbage. That's eternal garbage. They don't even have the decency to. They don't even have the decency to, you know, put a cover over these two. You could just straight up pop one of these out, and it wouldn't make a difference. Like, bro, what is your quality control, fakes? What is your quality control with this? What is your quality control? And then we gotta move on to the 13 disc. Garbage. Absolute garbage. And you'll see this duplicate of the 13 disc later on in the set. And then we got the Extend Plus driver. No, the Extend driver, actually. This is garbage as well, because it's not as good as Extend Plus, and it's just like a little nub that sticks out, which makes it unbalanced. Now we move on to the Turbo Bays. Alright, so we're gonna go off to the main character bay, which is the Achilles. It has the same, and I just realized this after I finished recording, or midway through recording. This has the same exact combination as the random booster bay. 13, extend. You cannot tell me this is not purposeful. But yeah, going over each part individually, let's start off with the driver, which is Extend Plus. Extend is again, a horrible driver because of, you know, the little nub that sticks out, and it's absolute garbage. I can't stand this. I can't stand this part because of how unbalanced it can be. Then we have 13 disc. Again, I hate this disc. I just don't like it because, you know, it's just horrible. And also, this disc is much clearly fake because of the chunks that are taken out of it. And then we have the Z Achilles blade, or the Z Achilles layer. I don't like this at all. Plus, it's tearing itself apart because one of the I didn't realize that one of the screws is like that's how bad the quality control is on these fakes, because yeah no, this is bad. This is bad. This is undeniably one of the worst turbo bays I have in my collection. Or probably just the worst turbo bay because of the worst quality control in this, because of just the broken nature of the blade itself. Then we can move on to Buster Excalibur, which yes, it has a copy of the operate driver that I showed earlier. Then we have the Zero disc. Actually, let's just go individually in depth one by part. Yeah, again, this is the operate driver, and again, it doesn't move. It doesn't have the mode changing similar to how the original operate does. It's just one whole mold that they just slap together. The spring on this, yeah, it's just garbage as well. Then we got the Zero disc. Zero was a decent disc back then, but this Zero disc, it's a little too shiny and much more hollowed out. So that's why I don't really like this disc, and I don't really like this version of the disc. Then we got Buster Excalibur. Yeah, the sword, I think the sword does pop out. It just doesn't pop out as much as I want it to, or it doesn't pop out as much as I would prefer it does. Meaning this is, again, as much as like every other bay in this set, a worse recreation of the bays. All the bays here. And the final bay that we're gonna go over is the Wonder Valtryek, or should I say, losing Valtryek, or should I say, disappointment Valtryek, or losing Valkyrie. Let's go over these part. I don't know which driver this is. This might as well. Oh wait, this is friction. I didn't realize that. This is friction. So rubberless friction driver. What is with these bays turning other bays like this into opposite types? Like, this is supposed to be an attack type. But this is a balanced type, actually this is a defense type now, and this is it's also a defense type. This one, I don't know what the original combination is. Yeah, okay. This one's meant to be a stamina type, but it's a defense type. This one is a supposed to be defense type, but it's an attack type. What is with this set and making all of these most of the BEYS actually different typings. And back to what I was saying earlier, this frictionless, it's just a ball. It's just like a ball. It's nothing really major. It's not like groundbreaking. Beyblade has had like ball type tips many times before, so it's like, you know, well, I even pointed out. The next part we have the 10 disc, and I just realized this is Phoenix Wing. This is Phoenix. This is why did I say Phoenix Wing? I'm talking about Beyblade expert terms. This is the Phoenix stock combination. This is like the stock combination for. This is stock combination for Revive Phoenix. 10 friction, and then we have the Valtryek, the Wonder Valtryek, or just Valtryek layer base. Layer, actually. This arguably looks decent enough, in my opinion. Arguably, this is like actually very, yeah, it's just very bad. It looks good. It has the looks. It has the, excuse me. It definitely has the looks for it. But everything else falls flat when you see the screws. And like the 4 wing screws. Even though it does have the level chip, it just doesn't. I just don't like it that much. Like, it's just off-putting to know that this is a fake, and off-putting to know that this has the wrong combination. And yeah, I just don't like it. The Turbo BEYS have been done the dirtiest. Because all of these BEYS come with the incorrect stock combination. The only GT BEY, again, it's just a random booster base, so we don't have any official base to go off of how they would have butchered the other GT BEYS in this, if they were to do the GT BEYS. Seriously though, the Turbo BEYS have been done the dirtiest. Sparking also have been done the dirtiest because the King Helios, actually, also Helios, or King Helios, actually. King Helios came with the incorrect stock combo. It didn't come with the 2D chassis, it didn't come with the 2B chassis, it came with the 1D chassis and the wheel disc, but it did come with the correct driver and zone. The Cursatum actually came with the Hurricane disc without the attachment. And the Universe driver, that's the only, yeah, the Hurricane disc is the only thing that actually didn't come with the original combination. Variant Lucifer, it also is accurate, but has the incorrect coloring for the correct driver. So I'm saying this is also quite butchered. And moving on to the DB base, half of them actually half of the DB/BU base actually have the correct combinations for each other. Like the Xiphoid Excalibur, which does actually they've also been done dirty, but at least they have pretty much similar performances because, you know, even though they don't have the dash drivers, they're still like pretty much 1-to-1 with their originals in terms of their performance. Their looks, they just blow out the water. Fafnir, I'd say I don't mind Fafnir's combination because, you know, Fafnir is just, you know, spin steel, and what better use of spin steel than a spin stealing disc like Over, and like a good life after death driver like Yard. So I could excuse this combination because, you know, you could absolutely like. I can't excuse Roar Bahamut though, because Roar Bahamut, you literally can't burst this thing. And considering this is a left spin bay, and majority of the bays that are in this set are right spin, it makes it so much harder for bays to actually burst this, because, you know, you could just light launch it, and it would do decent enough because of how the thing is. I don't know whether they glued this bay together. I don't know whether they just, like, you know, decided to, you know, just grab the nearest super glue, or the Gorilla Glue, and just, you know, glue this thing together. But still, this bay is also pretty much garbage. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the bays that are in this set. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. And, Merry Christmas, everyone. Let me go off to go wash my hands, just so I don't have to, worry about myself getting any of these, getting any, bad feelings in my stomach, or have to worry about anything that involves these bays. See you guys later. Again, Merry Christmas to all, and goodbye.